Saturday, 23rd 12th, 2017, and we are still in research of these heavenly bodies that have been here in the past. And we've got some fantastic photos from right across the world showing you these big changes. Now these images have just come through again, so you're seeing the skies of what is happening around the world right now to this very moment. And please, all of you, keep safe and please enjoy this video. Okay, like I've said before, these images have just come through. They're genuine photographs from many fantastic members of our community showing the truth. And this first attachment's coming in from Kylie Howe. Now, look at the sky on this photograph in detail. What we're seeing here is a trail that they leave, and they continue to do this to cause all this haze across our skies. Can you see this white object that's reflecting through? We've got another colour just below on the horizon. And again, we are seeing this same colour all the time. So just to say that this is still happening, they're not stopping. They won't stop because they don't want humanity to wake up to the truth. We're catching the halo again, and this haze and strange formations. Just another fantastic image. And also, on the email that Kylie sent in, stated it became very dark. It is becoming far too dim for any other December that we've seen in the past. Kylie's next image, to the other side when seeing that object that was rising, she states again, too dark, too dim for that time in the morning around 10:30. It's supposed to be a lot brighter, and she's still amazed how people are not looking up to the heavens and noticing this. So thank you for these two attachments. We have two more attachments coming in from Laurie from Pennsylvania. Now, Laurie's out looking at the heavens and noticing those chemtrails. We can see quite a few of them here on the horizon. This strange beam of light as well above. Look how dim the reflection is on these motor vehicles, on the ground, on these rooftops as well. And I'm getting a few good emails from Pennsylvania. Even if you look at the comment board, there's many people from them areas noticing this big change. Let me move to the next image that Laurie sent in. Now, what attracted me to this photograph was this build-up of dark shadows that are above here to the right side. Indeed, this is a reflector. If you look carefully, you can start to see the corners of this as well. Look at this tree. It's reflecting wrong. You can see this dark shadow. This is not normal sunlight. Can you see again these chems facing downwards, going across the skies? And again, indeed, the skies are turning darker. This kind subscriber, Laurie, is watching the heavens for us and noticing this big change that is still being covered up to this day. Now, there's been many reports as well that there has been sightings of UFOs and objects, strange lights in the skies. This was taken on the 22nd of December, and it was taken just above Los Angeles, LA, where people had been reporting it. Many photographs have come in as well. Very interesting. So, indeed, there is something going on. There has been a continue of very strange formations in the skies as well. So Misty, thank you for sending this in from our community, because there is more things happening now. We have this next photograph that was just taken a short time ago from Matt Baker from California. He is seeing a difference. He states as well in his email whilst taking the image, it did get very, very dark. He doesn't believe it's anything to do with the cloud formations. What he's seeing is states in his email, this strange blue colour and this pink haze, this other colour that's reflecting on these cloud formations with this white light object. He believes not to be the sun. It's changing. Can you see this dark shadow that's here as well behind those chems? There's dark shadows everywhere on this photograph. Even the reflections on the ground, it's too dim. Please take note of this orange, red, pink colour that's reflecting through from these other objects. So thank you again, Matt, for this fantastic image. Here is the next photograph that's coming from California by the same person, you can see again this disc in the sky, this pink reflection that we've not seen in the past. It's reflecting a lot stronger now. We're in December now. It's the 23rd, so things are escalating. These two attachments only just come in a short time ago. Laurie sent these 3 attachments through just now from Quebec in Canada, and she states as well that she sees those military planes, but to the other side it is just a mess. Let me just move to the next image. This is getting more interesting because, like you saw in that first photograph that came in by Laurie, you could see now as this object is rising in the skies, it's getting darker. Here, it's the wrong colour. Again, we've got some strange cloud formations in the skies. And Laurie sends another image in showing you those chems. Here it is. These images are genuine. They've just come through and we're seeing these strange formations, aren't we? These are chemtrails. Everything on the screen is chems. Now, I'm getting lots of emails sent in by genuine people trying to explain to co-workers, family members and other people, explaining what they're seeing in the sky right now to this day. But people just give them an odd look and say to them, everything's fine. They don't see anything. Now, this is how the government have covered up the story. This is how the government are covering this agenda up. They have dumbed down the public so much now through these years with TV media and other corrupt organisations. They just can't see what's going on. And I believe, hand on heart, it is important to keep showing the images because we've got more and more people coming in through now saying that it is important to show what we're seeing. So thank you again, Laurie, for these fantastic images. We've got a video that's just come in as well from Lydia from Orlando in Florida. Now, many people as well is reporting that the skies have become very misty. Now, here in the UK as well, it is very, very foggy, misty, and many people suffering from sore throats and anxiety and other problems because of this. I'm getting floods of emails about this situation. Now, I'm going to play this video. It's short, but it shows you this dimming of the sun and this mist that's showing all across the world. Let me just play this now.
Look at this fog. It's a weird fog. It's blocking out the sun. The whole sky is foggy. But in front of me is not foggy. And as I drive, it goes away. But the sun, weird. But there's no fog in front of me. How is that possible?
Okay, indeed, this kind lady subscriber is absolutely right. Now, as I said earlier on, many people reporting this mist that doesn't seem the same as it had been in the past. Like a thick natural fog, it seems to move away, but it's causing people anxiety problems. It's causing people to have an upset sore throat and this dimming of the sun. I believe that this is chemicals as well that's being smothered in the skies and to cover the truth. Indeed, the sun, as you can see on this photograph from this video, it is like an orange colour. It's that red haze. It's the same colour and mist that we saw as well in October on the 16th. We can't forget that because that was a made-up story by the papers explaining of a sandstorm. And we had a video that was sent in by Shelley from Australia explaining and showing you that they had a similar storm and the sun in the background was the normal colour. So something's going down. There's many different things going down all across the world, and it's important to keep going and keep showing these images and videos across the world because I believe that we're going to see those objects if we continue to do this. So thank you again for sending this footage in. See, with government not saying anything or explaining anything about chemtrails, and even people trying to contact news media and other organisations about these trails in the skies that are so easily seen now, even government here are just not saying anything. They just say they are contrails. But if they're not saying anything, to the ones that know what's going on and suffering from these sore throats and feeling of these flu-like symptoms, feeling down, no energy, because we're breathing it in, it is important to use face masks and other help to cover up what's happening above our skies to our bodies, our health. I mean, it's so important that we keep strong with this. So I urge people to do this. I'm going to now move on to other images because this chemtrailing has got much worse through these past months. We've got 2 attachments just come through from Hannah from Tulsa, USA. And indeed, with these images you can see those trails. They're still doing this. And also Hannah explained for many years in the past they were just getting beautiful sunrises and sundowns, normal clouds. But she states she hasn't seen a normal cloud in over 6 months. It's all chemtrails. Can you see this pink haze? Here is the sunrise here to the right hand side. Can you see the glow? The yellow natural glow coming up. But we've got this pink reflection that's coming through to the left side. I explained on another video just some days back, explaining that this pink reflection is showing from Wormwood. Can you just see these gaps as well? Now, let me just show you the next photograph as well. But it's important to notice and explain as well in detail that these are not clouds. Still, the weather channels will turn around and say this is a cloud. How on earth can they get away with saying these things? During the day, Hannah spotted this photograph as well, taking this image and noticing in the area of Tulsa, you can see this huge chemtrail that's now opening up to cover the area that you will see of this object. Can you see the different colour? It is not a yellow sun you're seeing in the sky now. You're seeing this white reflection. And this is what they're hiding. You can see the reflection on this chemtrail. Just another fantastic photo. Because right now, this image just come through. Here we have another fantastic image that's coming in from Springfields, from Mirko, this other kind subscriber, taking images and studying the skies. He's done this for years. Now, what is interesting to this photograph, like we've seen and spoke about with this object that's reflecting in the sky to the right side, even Mr. Prep Aussie, again another fantastic man that works very hard on his channel, he states to the right side there is an object. Look to the left side here. You can see that yellow colour from the sun, this reflection. But we're looking to the right side here, we can see the pink haze. And he states in his email that this pink haze lasts, it sits there for about 10 to 15 minutes and then moves across and disappears. Now, this is quite worrying, this photograph, because it's getting bigger, this reflection is getting stronger. And still, people that drive around in their cars through the day with the headlights on are not looking up. So again, thank you for this photograph, and also please have a safe Christmas. There's Karen Gibbons from Mississippi as well, is noticing this big change, noticing this pink reflection that's cutting through. This is another very serious, important photograph showing you there's 2 different colours in the skies. Let's not be fooled by the media and also other people trying to disinform others to say everything is normal. Now, we are looking at this yellow colour in the sky here from the sun. Now, when the sun, this rising as Earth is rotating, we will start to see as well these clouds and chems that move across as the switch begins, as we start to then see the simulator rise. A complete different colour from the sun that we see on the horizon. That is the original colour. Now, to the left side on this screen, as you've seen on other photographs as well, we're getting the pink haze. Not the red reflection that we see on sundown, the red sky at night, shepherd's delight, the old saying that we've heard in the past. That's a very rare sight. But now, every day, even in December, that we never saw in December, we're seeing this strange pink colour in the skies. What gives it away is the chemtrails. It's a cover-up. And even Mr. Neil Oakley from the UK as well, when he's taking photographs and images, he's picking up the same skies. another fantastic guy, that his work is appreciated as he's out there all the time. So please again take note of this pink haze, and also with people that are saying that these are nothing but natural clouds, they are not. These are chemicals that are being pushed out into our atmosphere to hide the truth. This is the next photo in panoramic view, which is very, very interesting. This is a kill shot image, and for those people that are still not understanding this, please take note, and I hope that in the future you will see the truth, because it's so important to continue to look at these photos. It really is. This image just come in moments ago, and what you're seeing on the screen is very, very unusual. We're seeing the sunrise. Can you see this in the background here? It's a complete different colour. This is a natural sunrise colour that you'll see in the background. It's like a tinge of yellow, but it's natural. Now, look at this strange colour that you're seeing in front of the sun area that's reflecting. This is a reflection from something else. But we're seeing this pink reflection as well from these chemtrails. All this is chemtrails to block this other object. They use cloaking technology, and they're also spraying very hard. Now, there was a few military planes that were spraying, as this subscriber says, early hours of the morning before sunrise, and this is what's happening. This pink reflection is from Wormwood, the destroyer, Nibiru, Planet X, whatever it is, whatever they're calling it, it's there. It's between us and the sun. Now, I don't know how far this object is, but I know full well for all the other photographs, images, webcams, talking about this through the different videos, we are seeing a gathering of more evidence of this object that's moving in closer. There's something going on. These colours are not supposed to be there. So thank you for this image, because what we're seeing again is a stronger colour that's reflecting through our skies from these heavenly bodies. Now, many people would still think, why should I believe you? Why should I listen to what you're saying? Well, it's all good to say that, and I respect your words. I respect everybody that views the videos. But there's thousands of people now taking images from all across the world that are saying the same thing. They are saying and seeing the same colours. And they're saying as well that those colours in the skies you see on this photograph weren't there before, weren't as strong through the past years. People were seeing this in 2014. People were even seeing these same colours back in 2009, or even back earlier days, using high performance technology of cameras, camcorders. But now we can start to see it with our own eyes. We're starting to see this now. And we were told back in the day that these years now, scientists claim that other people would now start to see it. But are still continuing to this day to cloak it. But it's now time that people have to speak out. Here is the last image that Karen sent in. Now, she's totally amazed how people are not looking up. How these colours are here now. Look at these... this pink reflection. This reflection is very important to notice, as this object is in our solar system now, and it's going to cause a problem. It really is. Please keep an eye on the skies. It's very, very important. So thank you, Karen, and please have a safe Christmas too. We have a fantastic photograph that's come in from Ricky from Detroit. Now, Ricky is seeing that object that's rising from the other side, that white beam of light, but turning around the camera, can see this orange reflection that's on those cloud formations behind that tree. And these images just come in. They're genuine photographs showing you what is happening. Now, where on earth is that orange beam of light coming from? Well, we all know that we've got helium that's in our solar system, and we have the other known objects. There is other celestial bodies beaming through. We are catching different colours, and this has been going on for months, even upon years, and still nothing gets done. So thank you for this fantastic image that you've sent in. and please also have a safe Christmas. Okay, we've got some fantastic attachments coming in from Jason from Western Australia, and I'd like to tell you something as well that's very important. We've got some fantastic friends in Australia that are seeing the changes, seeing the skies. As I mentioned, Prep Aussie, we've got Shelley as well, and other just amazing people that are working very hard showing the truth, because Australia is being hammered by these chemtrails. Many earthquakes as well being reported from those areas. Even the Solomon Islands are getting some heavy amount of earthquakes. 324 in the past 48 hours. There's tremors still occurring. Earth is in a changing situation. Space weather as well, solar weather. I mean, there is a solar shield up there, and it is true what's happening. I mean, look on this photograph as well that's been sent in. It is unnatural. We see that chem line in the sky, and I did explain as well on another video that when these chemtrails are in front of this reflector, it becomes a much brighter object, and it is so harmful, isn't it? It isn't natural. Anything that's not natural to us and everything else across the world, it's going to harm us, isn't it? Look at this rooftop here, okay? Now, can you see this shadow, this reflection? I've explained this on other photographs as well. Our sun that you would see in the sky, in the past skies, wouldn't reflect this dark shadow, this fluorescent light. It is like a huge LED lamp that's switching itself on through the early morning, covering the dim sun. Now I'm getting emails as well saying, well, if this is happening, where is our sun? Well, I'll tell you where our sun is. It's behind this. It's still many, many, many miles far out. We know how far the sun is, okay? And when you see this reflector, it's above the Earth's atmosphere. Now, they're using satellites, they're using other technology, new technology, to control this. As the Earth is rotating, this is being moved. And when you see this as well, and have seen this in the past, it flickers, it blinks, it does. I've seen this myself. Those videos that have come out from Jeff P. and Steve Olson and other fantastic members of our community, because we are a big member. We are strong and we're going to carry on. They've also explained this flashing, this flickering, this simulator. We keep explaining this and trying to get it across to people that this is what they're using. When you see those strange formations of clouds in front of this simulator, you can just see that strange blue light. It is so unnatural. And what we need to do is just be very observant, because I believe now that they know that we know, but they're just happy that for us to know, because they just want the masses of the public around the world to not know. They know that there's the few people that know the truth, and they're happy with that. But we're going to have to continue to keep going and showing what's going on. Let me move to the next image from Australia. Can you see what I'm on about here? If you look carefully, we're seeing these chemtrails, okay? We're seeing this haze. We know all about this now. But on the photograph, if you look in detail, you can just see this pink reflection that's cutting through here and here. Look at this light beam, this light source here to the left side. It isn't what it should be. It's completely wrong. And as I just said as well, when these chemtrails are in front of this object, this reflector, this is what I call it as well, that it brightens up even more, because the chemicals that are being used to spray the skies cause it to reflect stronger, but it is so artificial, because when you see this bright light colour in the sky, turn around, look on the ground, look around you at around 12:30 to 1 o'clock. It is a dimming, it's dark, and it is harming our plant life. Now through the day about 2 p.m, this image was taken. The skies are becoming brighter again. Can you see again what they're doing? They're hoping that humanity will think that these are normal cloud formations, which they're not. The shadow government, the powers that be, have sent messages to news media. In the past, we've seen this, explaining on screen that these are Beautiful clouds, they are new to us and we should appreciate them. I mean, come on. What is going on? I mean, we weren't born yesterday, were we? And we will continue to show the truth. This is another photo as well that was sent in. And again, you can clearly see what's going on. But what is most important, it's quite sad as real, because when you see these trees, you don't want them to be harmed, do you? These are part of our life. These are part of the earth. We love our earth. You know, and they keep bringing out poster boards and things in the past saying, protect your earth and throw your litter away and don't use so much aerosol and don't drive your car too much because it could kill our atmosphere. It could harm the ozone. Well, sorry to say, but the ozone's disappeared. It's finished. And you are harming the atmosphere. You're causing problems, government, and we need this to stop. We can see what you're doing. Here's another important message through an email that was sent in as well from Australia by this kind subscriber, stating this photograph, that what happens is when you see this object in the sky, okay, these chems are not going near this at this point. They are moving downwards on the horizon. You can see the build-up, can't you, on the horizon, but still people think that this is just a normal cloud lineup on the horizon. But it's not. These are chemtrails. These are being moved down, and what they're doing is, if you could just see a pink haze, a reflection here, to the right side, they're hiding an object. They're hiding the binary companion twin. There's two stars in our skies. We've got the sun that's dimming, that's behind here. This is a reflector. Look at the corners. But look down here, this pink haze. There's something else that's trying to rise. Now, we've seen that something else on the other photographs. From Karen, from Mississippi. That pink haze to the left side. In Australia, they're really slamming this with the chemtrails to hide that pink reflection in the skies. But you can just see it. Here. Fantastic images. Right, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to show you this last attachment, and then I'm going to go, because I've got to sort out Christmas shopping and get things organised for the family. And I hope that everybody has a really good Christmas, I really do. Let me just move to these other attachments. This is another superb photograph that's speaking the truth. Now, look at this, again, this chemtrail. Okay, can you see now? It's so important, please be observant to this photograph. We're seeing again this reflector. It's far too dark on the houses. You've got that reflection coming onto that solar panel as well. Now, many people are saying that the solar panels are not working as well as they did before because we haven't got the original sunlight, the original brightness that's causing energy for us. But this pink haze is here showing up through. Now, I'm going to go now because I've got the house full of people running around trying to sort things out for this morning, and I've got to do some driving. So please, God bless you all, and I will produce another video. And please remember, don't let government think for you. We must now do the thinking for ourselves. And God bless you to all the good channels that are working very hard, and also God bless to every single one of you in our community. And please keep safe and have a brilliant